Thanks for tuning in to Local Biz Buzz. I'm Nicole Mischke. Seeing your loved ones lose their independence is not easy. Whether your family member has to have a full-time caretaker or wants to remain as independent as possible, the reality is that as simple everyday tasks become difficult, your loved one will rely more on people and products to help them. So when looking for a home health care company, does it matter which company you choose? Well, Local Biz Buzz is all about supporting local businesses. And Spokane Home Health Care Incorporated is a family-owned business that has been at the same location in downtown Spokane since 1975. Angel Boehm is joining me today. And Angel, this business for your family is much more than a paycheck. This business was started by your uncle right after he got out of the military back in 1975. He still works there, shows up at work every day.
6 days a week.
6 days. He's a hard worker. He shows up 6 days a week. And you know, your company has always been first about customer service and taking away any unneeded burden from families while they're going through a time that's already stressful enough.
Absolutely, absolutely. We definitely put the patient and the customer first. We know that it's very difficult, especially when loved ones are transitioning into skilled nursing facilities or coming out or going into or having family members take care of them. So we like to be as compassionate as possible and just kind of help them through all that.
And you do a lot of things to make your business very, very convenient for people that a lot of other healthcare companies don't do. So it's important to make sure that when you're choosing your healthcare company, you're choosing one that's going to have your back. And you guys do that. Talk about some of the ways that you're convenient, or more convenient than other ones.
Well, first of all, we are 24/7 on call, 365 days a year. So we are always available. If something happens to your oxygen tank on Christmas Eve, somebody will come out and repair it or fix it or do whatever they need to do. So that's kind of gives us a slight edge. Other companies out there don't have a 24/7, 365-day on-call driver.
Any time of day.
Any time of day.
3 in the morning, you can make a phone call.
You can call at 3 in the morning.
Okay.
Absolutely. So.
And then what about your pricing? Because people can really know that when they come to you guys, they're going to get the best price possible.
So a lot of things are covered by insurances and Medicare, but there are things that are cash items, and so we like to offer the most competitive pricing out there. We will beat anybody's price. If they call us and say, hey, we found it over here for this much, we will definitely beat their price. So.
And then what about insurance?
We take most insurances, Medicare, Medicaid, most insurances. There's just a few that we don't take. So if you had a question, anybody can feel free to call our office and we would answer that question for them right then and there.
Okay, what products do you typically provide to people? What are some of the products and services you provide?
Services that we provide are oxygen, CPAP, BiPAP. We have a respiratory therapist who is also on staff at both of our stores. We also have a Coeur d'Alene store. So, and then products that we offer are walkers, wheelchairs, aids to daily living, which consist of grab bars, commodes, transfer benches, crutches, canes.
Everything really that they would possibly need. I understand you also do bariatric products.
We do bariatric products. There's a great need for it right now. They are very expensive, so we also do them as on a rental basis.
A lot of times those are products people aren't going to need for the rest of their life. So when you're dealing with something for a short time, people can rent certain items from you.
You can definitely rent certain items from us.
So can people also rent items if they have a family member coming to visit them?
So we offer some services usually for you know, big events, Hoop Fest, this, that, and the other, where people can come and rent wheelchairs, walkers, things of this nature. And yes, if people have a family member coming, they can certainly rent a transfer bench or a wheelchair or walker.
Okay, and I want to talk about go back to a couple things you mentioned, the 24/7, 365, and just really reiterate how important that is. And I think when people choose a home health care company, a lot of times you just go online or you go to the yellow pages and you call the first number possible. But for example, with an oxygen tank, I mean, that service can really, really almost be a matter of saving someone's life if in an emergency situation and they need to get some products from
Absolutely. Also, people that are on a BiPAP machine, I mean, it's almost like a ventilator anyways. So if that goes down, if something, you know, happens to that, you know, we are available to repair that. It would be like a life-saving measure.
Okay.
Some people cannot survive without their BiPAP. So.
You mentioned that you accept most insurance from people, but I want to talk about the importance of people knowing what's covered under your insurance, because a lot of times people think, well, the doctor prescribed this, so it's going to be covered.
Absolutely, and we do get a lot of those calls. So Most items are covered, some are not, and those are the items that we offer for cash. And I think it's really important for people to know their insurance, know what's covered. You can call your insurance agent, but also if you do call our office, we'll tell you. You know what I mean? You don't even have to be getting anything from us. We're going to tell you what's covered. We're going to tell you what's not. So,
and that's back to that customer service piece where people can call if they have any questions about anything.
Absolutely.
And get answers. Especially, I know you have someone on your staff that stays up to date on all of the latest laws and information with Medicare, because a lot of people are covered under Medicare, and it can be really confusing sometimes to know what's covered.
Medicare is constantly changing, and so we have to do our due diligence to stay up to date on all of that. And so we have a gal in our office. I call her my Medicare queen. She is like the end-all be-all of Medicare. She knows everything about it. She takes the online classes and, you know, does little conference calls. So she is really up to date on all of the changes as they come down.
Okay. And you have 2 locations, which is convenient. So you service North Idaho, and I mean, what's your area that you service, I guess?
We service a wide, we have a broad range. So all of Spokane, and then we do have an Idaho store. It's in Coeur d'Alene. It's Idaho Home Medical. And so we go all the way up to almost the border sometimes in Idaho. So yeah.
So
we had a store for a while in the Tri-Cities, and so we still have a lot of patients in the Tri-Cities, oxygen patients, so we still have to service those patients.
Okay. So really, no matter where you are, there is somebody who can get to all of your customers.
Absolutely.
At a moment's notice.
Absolutely. I mean, certainly, you know, we don't go to Montana or anything,
right,
but
right.
So
there's home healthcare companies in Montana.
There is.
But let's give people your website, your Facebook page. How can they contact you if they need to get more information?
If you would like more information, you can go to our website, which is SpokaneHomeHealth.net.
Okay.
We are on Facebook under Spokane Home Healthcare, Inc.
Okay, and then your Idaho location, I want to talk about that again. That is Idaho Home Medical. It's got a little different name.
It's got a little different name.
But you can go to the same website for
Absolutely.
information for
There's
them.
a link on our website for the Idaho store.
Okay.
It's all the same.
Okay.
I mean, it's all the same, really. So.
Okay. Well, Angel, thank you so much for coming down and talking to us today.
Thank you so much, Nicole.
Check it out, Spokane Home Healthcare Incorporated. You're located in the same spot you've been for the last 35 years.
Absolutely.
On First Avenue, just right here in downtown Spokane. That's going to do it. We will see you next time.